friends, it's Miss V, and we're reading another book today about bugs because that is our topic of the week. We are reading On Beyond Bugs, and it is all about insects or bugs. I am the cat in the hat, and I am glad that I found you. Right now, if you look, you'll see insects all around you, or bugs. They live in the water. They live on earth and the sky. Just wait and you'll soon see an insect go by. There are millions of them. I will show some to you. Your mother will not mind at all if I do. What kind of bugs do you see on this page? I see a couple. I see butterflies. I see bees. And I also see little ants. And I also see a grasshopper. Are there any more that you can find? Most insects you'll meet have a hard shell or have hard shells and lay eggs. The praying mantis, the butterfly, they have wings and can fly, and they all have 6 legs. The ladybug has 6 legs too, and the grasshopper and the black ant. Spiders aren't insects. This news couldn't wait. Instead of 6 legs, every spider has 8. If you look at an insect up close, you will see that its body is in parts, and each insect has 3 of them. The head, the thorax, which is the middle part, and the abdomen, which is the back part. And this is a cricket. First, the head, then the thorax, and here at the end is the longest part, which is called the abdomen. Insects cannot see all the things that surround them, so they each have 2 feelers to touch what's around them. Right here the butterfly has some, and right here looks like a walking stick. And this looks like a cute little type of beetle or another type of bug of sorts. An insect has feelers on top of their head. Some look a lot like a thin piece of thread, while others look much more like feathers instead. Right here, this is another type of beetle. And looks like an ant. We wish we had feelers, but we don't have any. You can also call feelers by this name, antennae. Watch an insect and see all the things that it does. Some can swim, like little beetles. Some can jump. That looks like a little flea. Or some can crawl. That is a pipe vine caterpillar. Others chirp, like the cricket. And others flash, like the firefly. Or some buzz, like the bumblebee. Bzzz. Birds and frogs look for insects in order to eat them. So insects work hard to make sure they don't meet them. There's some birds up here hunting, and there's some frogs too. I'm sure they don't mind at all if they do. And this looks like a little wasp. Some, like this wasp, have bright colors that say, "Don't come near me, I'll sting you." So just stay away from them. That frog looks like he's trying to stay away. This moth's wings are colored to look like the tree it is resting upon, so that no one can see it. That's called camouflage. And this is called a underwing moth. The spittlebug sits and he spits out a bubble. It's wet and it's cool and can save him from trouble. He has little bubbles all over his little leaf. For when he's all covered in bubbly foam, if a hungry bird comes, it thinks, right here, nobody's home. He has lots of bubbles on his leaf. Here is a riddle I learned from my mother. How's a skunk and a ladybug like one another? I don't know either. When danger is near, it is easy to tell. They suddenly give off a terrible smell. P.U. We all learned something new. Watch these honeybees, and I am sure you'll agree that these bees are as busy as can be. Worker bees collect food, and they keep the hive clean. They protect it from danger and wait on their queen. There's lots of them, huh? She must stay in one place. It is her job to lay a dozen and dozens of eggs every day. When a bee has discovered where food can be found, she goes back to her friends and starts dancing around. That's what they're dancing for. First she wiggles and then she waggles in circles, and so all the other bees know which directions to go. We can grow lots of flowers with the help from the bees. They store dust from each flower in the back of their knees. That dust is called pollen. This dust is called pollen. Next flower they find, when they land on it, they leave some pollen behind. This is called pollination. That's a big word. And it makes the new seeds that grow even more flowers, which everyone needs. Some insects I know can be unwanted guests. Fleas and flies and mosquitoes can really be pests. Fleas live on cats and dogs and rats and hamsters and mice. Their bite is quite itchy, which isn't too nice. But they're wonderful jumpers. Why, if we were fleas, we'd jump over a house, and we'd do it with ease. They jump really high. Have you ever wondered, why does a fly buzz? Well, it beats its wings fast, and each time that it does, its wings make a sound you can hear in your ear. And this sound lets you know there's a fly flying near. Here's a fact about flies that we both thought was icky. They can walk upside down since their feet are too sticky, or so sticky. I don't think mosquitoes are very polite. When they're hungry, they land and they sting when they bite. there's lots of them. But it's only the female mosquitoes that do that. Male mosquitoes will never come bothering you. Wonder if they're protecting something. Caterpillars do something you might think is strange. They start out as one thing, then one day they change. Some spin a small house on a branch, just like this. And this home that they make is called a chrysalis. So there's a caterpillar, and he makes this chrysalis. And if you watch it, you'll see when a few weeks go by, it turns into a beautiful new butterfly. Here's a quick fact that we both thought was neat. Butterflies can taste their food with their feet. Interesting. On warm summer evenings, you may see the light of the fireflies flashing off and on in the night. They are like tiny flashlights that float in the sky, and if you want to catch them, it's all right to try. Use a jar with a lid, watch them glimmer and glow, then open up the jar and let them all go. All day and all night on the ground and in the air, insects are moving around everywhere. It's important for us to keep learning about them. The world that we know couldn't go on without them. The butterfly, the ladybug, the ant, and the bee make everything better for you and for me. There's some words that we can learn with their definitions, but we'll discuss those another day. Thank you, friends, for learning about On Beyond Bugs with Miss V. I miss you, friends. Bye.